What's up guys? Welcome back to my channel. Welcome back to Behind the Scenes with your girl Christy. I hope everybody is doing great. I hope everybody is staying safe. I feel like every video I have to make it known that I'm watching out for you guys because we're still in this pandemic. It's not going anywhere. It's ridiculous to think that we have to adapt our lifestyles to a pandemic now. For me personally, just taking advantage of the moment and this time that I have to focus on my goals and on what I have been wanting to do for a long time. So today we are doing this look right here. This is a, I guess you could say, smoky copper eye look with some beachy waves. I'm using a bigger wand than usual, and I am also using my Tale as Old as Time Lorac Beauty and the Beast palette. So if you guys like what you see, then please keep on watching. Also, before moving forward, please don't forget to give this video a thumbs up if you like what you see, to subscribe to my channel if you haven't already, hit the bell notification so that you know when I'm posting up a video, which is every week as of now. So yeah, if you guys want to learn how to create this look right here, then please keep on watching. Alrighty guys, let's jump right into it. So first things first, I will be using our boy Mario, and the reason why I like to use this, as many of you know already, is just to give my face the ultimate hydration. I already went and put moisturizer. This is just kind of like refreshing of the skin. Okay, so for today's primer, I will be using the Pore Professional, and this is a great primer for those of you that have a hard time with pores on your skin. It just, the consistency of the primer is a little bit more on the thicker side and a creamier side, so that it really goes in there and covers up where you have pores. I like to put the remaining of it on my forehead because that's the T-zone. Also, we're going to be doing our hair later, so don't mind the natural hair look. We will be getting into that at the end of the video. Alright, now we're going in with our Bare Minerals Base Pearl Liquid Foundation, and this is a great foundation for those of you that have more pores on your skin and you feel like you have imperfections. It just covers it up really nicely. And because it is a liquid foundation, I will be using my beauty sponge to apply that all over the skin. Alrighty, now that our foundation is on, I'm going in with my go-to concealer, as always, the Tarte Shape Tape. And that will be the Tarte Shape Tape. For those of you that have seen my latest videos, you've seen that I was using the Tarte Creaseless Concealer, and I tried it out for, I want to say, like 2-3 weeks. And I'm not gonna lie to you guys, I was not a fan of it. I felt like the consistency of it was very thick for my type of skin, and as I guess it was more of a full coverage concealer for me. This is full coverage as well, but this is more on the creamier side, and when you put it on, it really seeps into the skin, as where the creaseless one, it was very as for the creaseless one, I felt like it was more on the thicker side, and it was just too much for my skin. So that's a little insight on the creaseless Tarte concealer. But I did like it. I just don't feel like it's good for everyday use, and for the times that I do go out, I like to use more of a concealer. That's my go-to. So like I mentioned, I'm putting on my go-to concealer, and I love it. Alrighty, now that that is set in, I will be going in with my contour for today. And I'm reaching in again to my Shade and Light contour palette. I did a review on it on the last video last week, and where I showed you guys how to use it and I gave you a little review, but this is what I will be using today, just to keep it very simple. So just grabbing a big fluffy brush and going into going into the shadows of my face. And now I'm going in with the banana powder on that palette, and just going under my eyes to set everything in. And finally, one more step to cover up your pores completely is Jaclyn Cosmetics Luminous Powder. As you guys know, this is one of my favorites as well. I like it because it has little crystals in there that illuminate your face as well. Hold on, pause really quick. I'm just gonna hydrate my face really quick from all the powder and to help the crystals stand out here. And I'll just be going in with this big fluffy brush, again, the bronzer one, only because I'm gonna be putting it all over my face. So dipping it into here really quickly, tapping it. And then tapping it into the and then going all over the skin one last time. Alrighty, now that our face is pretty much powdered up and set up, and for today's look, I will be going in with the Brow Definer by Anastasia Beverly Hills. So just brushing these eyebrows out, and I always like to put it on my hand first to make sure that it's going to draw on nicely. For those of you that are not big familiar with eyebrows, I like to always go a little bit harder at the end, because that is the angle that my eyebrow, because that's where you want the most product. So once you do that, then you brush it out with the applicator, and now I go into the beginning of the eyebrow and just feather it up so that it looks like a natural hair. Alright, once that's done, it's up to you if you'd like to set them or not. I'm not going to be setting them today. I trust my brow definer to come through for me, so I'll be leaving that as is. Okay, next I will be going in with my Tale as Old as Time eyeshadow palette. You guys can see it is used and abused. It says true beauty is found within, which I agree on, and it is the Lorac. It's by Lorac, and it's the Beauty and the Beast edition, my favorite princess, and I feel like why not use it today, because I'm using these poofy sleeves and it reminds me of a Disney princess. So we're gonna be going into this. Okay, so first I will be going into the Look Beyond color, which is more of a taupey brownish color. So I will be adding that all over the crease, and because that will be my transition color for the day. So once again, you guys probably noticed that I always dip it in and then I tap it. That's because you don't want the eyeshadow to fall into what you already worked on your face. Hit or miss. It happens sometimes, doesn't happen all the time. I used to do my eyes first and then my face, but then I got comfortable with doing my face first, so that's what I do now. So just to jump back in here with the crease, transition color, and then next I'll be going in with a smaller fluffy brush and dipping it into the color Spellbreaker, which is more of a dark brown. So dipping it into my brush once again, get rid of that extra color. And now what I will be doing here is that I will be very so lightly making a V on my eyes, as you see, and then I will be putting that into the crease as well. So that's what it's looking like. It's gonna look messy, but I promise you that we are going to blend it out. So the same thing on this side. Just get that V going. And then into the crease. Same on this side. And then putting my thing, putting that down. And now putting that eyeshadow palette down, I'll be going in with a smaller, more condensed, fluffier brush and fluffing that out on your eye. This is where blending really comes into play, and where you have to have patience. Because as we all know, blending is key, and if you don't blend, it's gonna look patchy, and then patchy means messy, and then that means that people won't trust you with the makeup. So I will do this fast pace for you guys, and then we'll jump to the next step. Okay, now next, what I will be going in with on our lid is the color My Castle. As you guys can see, this is one of my favorite colors to use. It's more of on the brown, light shimmery side. So to apply that, I'll be using this wider round brush. And the reason I will be using a round brush is because I want the color to be on my lid, but I also want it to mesh in with the color that I used on the outer corner. So I'm dipping that in. As you guys can see, it's a very pretty champagne copper color, and blending it into that color that we added on the outer corner. Alrighty, now that we have that in, you guys can play with the eyeshadows. I want to give it more of a defined wing look. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to grab any type of angled product that I have on hand. And as I've done this before in other videos, what I do is that I like to go from the outer corner, from the end of my eye up to where my eyebrow is. And I will be dipping it in back to that color Spellbreaker, which is the darker one, and I will just apply that so I can get a very, very defined full wing now that we have that lid color under. Okay, so now that we have that done, I'm just gonna go in really quick, do my wing liner, which is my go-to, you guys already know. So I'll be doing my wing liner and lining the under eye area with that brown that we used for the smokiness of the eye, and then we're gonna jump into putting on lashes. Alrighty, so there you guys have it. I put on, what did I put on? I put on eyeliner. Put on my eyelashes, I put on lower lash line, and I put mascara on the lower lashes. So there you have it. And I also took the Freedom while I was away to kind of add some depth to my nose, just to contour it a little bit. And now we're just gonna close out the look. I will be adding a little bit of blush and a little bit of highlight on my nose, and closing out with the lip color so that we could jump right into the hair. Just grabbing a blush brush and going in with the peachiest tone on the top, just to add a bit of rosiness to our cheeks. So for blush, make sure that you always smile, because you want to hit the apples of your cheeks. You see, it's a very subtle peach blush, and I like to mix it in with my bronzer a bit. So now that that's there, I'm just gonna be adding a little bit of highlight with my Huda Beauty Rose highlighter that you guys remember from one of my previous videos. Just put it on my finger and just dab it on there. And I like to put a little bit on the bridge of my nose as well. And then with that same blush brush, I'm just gonna go very so lightly on it, get the excess off and feather it up. I don't want to be too shimmery for this look in particular. I'm thinking of this look as being a more classy makeup. Next, we'll be doing our lips, and I'm gonna go in with this NYX nude color and lining my lips. It's a very peach toned nude, and then going over that with the color Kiki by KKWX Kylie Cosmetics. And that's a little bit more pinkier than I wanted it, so I'll be going in with this Tarte Est. I'll be going in with this mini Tarte Est lip paint in the color, doesn't tell me, it says MF23, so in the color MF23, and just going on the outer rim of my lips and adding this color to hug it nicely. And there you have it. So that's what we're going to be doing for today's look. This is a very kind of classier, more on the smokier side with a rosy nude lip. And I'll be going in to do my hair next. Before jumping into our hair, I'm just going to close off today's look with this Morphe setting spray. I love it because it smells so good. All right, now that that's set, let's jump right into the hair. So the first part is optional. You can set the line and part your hair however you'd like, but I personally like to curl it first and then I'll part the way afterwards to see how the curls are gonna fall. So first thing, look at all the hair you have. And then just part it however you like. I like to go halfway. So this part, put it up with a hairbrush or your fingers, whatever works best for you. And then go ahead and add your working spray. Just gonna give us some kind of hold for the curl when we are curling it, then we'll set the curls at the end. I also have a little glove because this wand is super hot. This is more for like my safety of my hands to not burn myself. So since I will be holding the curl with this hand, I'm gonna put it on this hand, tighten it, and grab it up and hold it up. Just hold it for and hold that in your so it falls, and then you're going to do the exact same thing. So there you guys have it, curled, not curled. As you guys can see, this curl is more on the thicker side, and I did all of the curls falling away from my face so that I can get like the mermaid effect to it. So I'll be doing the other side and then we'll jump into the next section. have this section curled. We're gonna drop the rest of it. Don't mind that I have paint on my hair. I was painting yesterday and the paint is water apparently, but it won't come off. So okay, so this is up to you, but I like to just get it out of the way because it's a thicker wand. So I just dropped the whole half section down. Once again, I'm spraying this, adding my little glove for protection. And once again, getting into the sections of hair. Here is where I will be going the exact same way again, and just doing it towards away from my face because I want them to be more like of a mermaid curl today. Okay, so all of that is curled down. So I'm just gonna let these set down. While I work on the other side, and then once I work on the other side, I'll show you guys what's next. There you have it. I look crazy. Take off the glove, turn off the curler because you don't want to forget to turn off the curler. Okay, so now that we have our curls done, as you can see, they're like very mermaid-ish. Just go ahead and grab any type of brush that you have, and what you do is you just run it down and it's more fuller. See? And then here's where I like to pick the side that I want my hair to be set on. So I usually tend to go with this way. And if I do, it's because I like the way that it falls on my face. So I guess you can say it's a old Hollywood glam light. So now that that is set, as you can see, the curls are falling this way, curls are falling over here this way. What you do is that you grab finishing spray and then try not to get your eye. And there you guys have it. That's the final look on the hair and the final look on the face. I hope you guys like it. Please give this video a thumbs up if you learned something new today. Please don't forget to subscribe to my channel. Hit that little bell notification so that you don't miss a video. And I'll see you guys next week. Bye!